Hello, skateboarders. Welcome to TSM Live Show, Season 4, Episode 7. I'm your host, Tommie Zam. This episode's feature skater is Eric Weingart. Music by Miesha and the Spanks. Interview with Trent Carroll. You guys ready to get this show started? Let's do this.
Welcome to Stomp Sessions. Become a member to learn from us, and we'll share our deep insights to learning skills.
To becoming an athlete and the mindset it takes to get to where you want.
And the secrets it takes to set up your equipment like a pro.
Members get access to over 40 tutorial videos.
And pro analysis on your personal videos to help you improve.
We're here to help you get better faster. What are you waiting for? Let's go.
What up, Eric?
Hey, what's going on, Tommy?
Yeah, I see you trying to be like me there a little bit, huh?
Hey, got to learn from somebody, right?
Hey, the secret is put chia pet on it to make it grow out, you know?
Huh. Hey, let's try that.
Yeah, try it out, man. Just make sure you water it a little bit, you know?
Well, I got plenty of that out in here in Florida. Sweat waters it for sure.
I know what. You guys, we're getting like, what, 3? I mean, I'm in Florida, but I'm North Florida, but I'm getting like 3 months of rain right now, dude. It's ridiculous, dude.
Dude, every day at like 4 or 5 o'clock, it's like clockwork, dude. Just pours down, gets really hot. Try to skate, and it's just so wet, dude.
I feel you, brother. So, you ready to get into this?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Eric. Well, tell it. You know, some of the viewers might know who you are, might not. Tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I grew up skating in St. Pete, Florida, early 2000s, and I mean, just kind of grew up around here, skating local parks and trying to get good. First shop sponsor was actually the Finest Skate Shop, which you happen to own. So that's how I met you. And then I was around 2007 or 8, graduated high school around then, and then just kept skating, kept doing my thing. I also worked at Schoolyard Skate Park, which was an indoor park around here, and just kept skating, trying to do my thing. Had a couple sponsors back then, and just kept going. Kept trying to film. Eventually just got on West Side about 3 or 4 years ago.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. It's John Montesi's shop, for those who don't know. So yeah, things have been going great. Filmed a couple things with him, and then we finally started working on our full-length video, Heat Stroke, which just came out this past week. So that's been going really good, man. Just trying to get out in the streets, skate as much as possible. All I'm trying to do.
Hell yeah, brother. Well, let's go back a little bit. So you grew up in St. Pete, and, you know, let people know it's not St. Pete, Russia, it's St. Pete, Florida.
Yeah, Florida. Right across the bay from Tampa.
Yeah, and it's like going from San Francisco to Oakland, but a Florida version, you know?
Exactly.
And so what is it like in St. Pete, you know? Like, what is it like growing up in St. Pete?
It's really mellow, man. I mean, everyone kind of meets up at Campbell for the most part. Like, that's like our meetup spot. We've got a couple different shops around the area. There's West Side, a little more North County. There's Anchored down right by the park. So a bunch of different like little cliques, and everyone kind of gets together. We sometimes do events at the park. Like, we all try to go out and skate as much as possible. That's for sure.
Okay. And how'd you get into skateboarding?
Well, I was about 9 or 10 years old. My dad just bought a rental house, and some kid just left like an old skateboard in the house, and he came home with it one day and started pushing around with it, me and my brother. And then that Christmas, he got me and my brother both boards, and we just kind of skated from there. It was pretty cool.
Hell yeah, dude. And do you remember your actual first real skateboard?
Yeah. The one he got me was a Powell Mini logo complete. So that was one of the boards I had. And then right after that, the one I really remember was I had a Artosari Flip Splat board. It was like white background, and then it had the red splat on it. It was I had that one for like a solid year, man.
Hell yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a sick board. And then you got into skateboarding and everything, but you taught yourself how to skateboard, correct? You didn't really like kind of get out there and like skate with a bunch of people, but you mostly like studied skateboarding, right?
100%, man. Yeah, it was a lot of skating flat ground and skating by myself. Like I was just, yeah, pretty isolated. I live out here. Like I do live in St. Pete, but I kind of live far off the cut. So I didn't really have anybody to skate with. And I just wanted to learn as much as I could. I built kicker ramps. I built flat bars and boxes and whatever I could to try to just learn more stuff. Like I was just so interested in trying to learn every trick I could. So. Yeah,
and I remember you used to have a list of skaters that you wanted to play a game of skate with. Do you remember that? Tell me about that, dude. Tell the audience.
Oh yeah. You remember, of course. Yeah, I mean there would be skaters that came by for demos at the shop sometimes, and me being that young little kid that just knew how to do every flat ground trick. Yeah, man. Like I remember I played Silas Baxter Neal in a game of skate. And I did beat him. I mean, he was super cool. Like, he was a really nice guy. I think I played Derek Fukuhara one time. Jamal Williams when he came by for the Hops demo. Yeah, everyone was always super cool, man. They were really like about it. Like, hell yeah, let's play a game of skate. Like, it wasn't ever weird. So yeah, it was fun times. Almost forgot about that.
And do you still have that list?
No, I don't think so. I do have a binder full of autographs that I used to get every year at Tampa Pro. I'd like go through the magazines and stuff and like try to get everyone's autograph that like I really liked. So,
and is there any pro skater that you want to play a game of skate against? Like anyone that you want to play a game of skate, like Costin or Guy or somebody?
I mean, I kind of love to play P-Rod in a game of skate just because, like, I grew up watching him skate, and he's the reason I do a lot of tricks. So that would be a fun one, I feel.
That would be good, dude. That would be pretty sick because I know you got your flat ground tricks, and I know you're known as the switch god over there in St. Pete, you know?
Well, some would say that. I mean, yeah, there's not a lot of people that skate switch around here, but yeah, they definitely call me that.
And so what do you like? What warms you up? Like before you go skate, what's your to-go trick to warm yourself up?
Well, you guessed it, flat ground. I mean, but for sure, I gotta stretch. I mean, I always feel like that's pretty important. Doing like some of the dynamic, like back and forth stretching and like full body stretches, and then just, I mean, depending on where I go, sometimes I have like my go-to line. Like sometimes you get comfortable with parks and you're like, oh, I'm gonna like wall ride this and then front three the hip and then nollie 5-0 the box and like, so that's normally like some of the things I do at Campbell, or if I'm just trying to get warmed up, it's just skating flat ground and like just getting my knees going. Anywhere that has a good mini ramp is good.
Yeah, you're definitely killed on mini ramp. I've seen your stuff on mini ramp, man. You're definitely good on that.
Dude, it's fun, and it's like if you know how to fall, you're definitely not gonna get hurt as bad. So.
Yeah, definitely. And you gave us this video. Tell us about this video we're about to watch.
Well, I've been filming for the past year and a half or so. Just every weekend. I normally work about 3-4 days a week, and then whenever I get a free moment, I'm out trying to film in the streets. So we've been filming for this heat stroke video, which just came out. I got copies of it right here. Got DVD copies on the website, westsideskateshop.com. Filmed by my buddy Ryan Hodgson. He just came into the scene. He's our new filmer. Really hooked it up. Kind of lit a spark under everybody. So here's some of the stuff that didn't quite make it into the part. So here's kind of like a teaser of what's in store for the part.
All right, you guys ready to check it out?
Yeah,
let's do it. Hell yeah, dude. That's fucking sick, dude.
Appreciate it, dog.
Man, I love watching you skate, even on your Instagram clips, man. Like, you definitely got it. And so how are they doing are they dropping the full video, or are they dropping parts, or do you know when your part's coming out or anything?
I do know we're going to be doing part by part over the next like couple weeks, couple months or so. And so, yeah, I'm not really sure the full schedule yet, but we've got a few skaters on the team. So we're going to be doing one by one. Like we got Evan and Nick and a whole bunch of people on there. So, yeah.
Do you have an idea when yours going to drop or what?
I mean, I'm not positive yet, but if you definitely want to follow me on Instagram, and I'll definitely keep that updated. So,
all right. And what's your Instagram?
It's Eric Skates Switch. Yeah, it's the name that's just kind of stuck, so had it for a few years. Can't really change it now.
Nah, definitely not. And who are your sponsors?
Ride for Westside Skate Shop. Also Cloud9 Galleries. It's a local smoke shop right around here. They hook it up. I've been getting flow from S recently for the past year or so. Footwear. They definitely hook it up. Like, I really like these white ones they just sent me. So
those are fresh, dude.
Really sick, dude. And yeah, that's about it for right now. Trying to work on a board or wheel sponsor, getting some stuff in the works. So,
hell yeah. And before we take off, you're into comic books. Tell us about this. Like, how'd you get into comic books?
It's kind of been like a little thing of mine since I was younger, and skating kind of took over, and I wanted something to be able to do in my free time ever since I got my own place. And I started checking out Emerald City Comics, which is a local shop around here, and found a bunch of really cool stuff. Like, there's not just stuff that's like older comics, but there's still stuff that's coming out like weekly, like to this day. There's new Carnage stuff, there's new Venom stuff, whole bunch of Avengers and new Spider-Man, and I don't know, it's really different to see like all these different stories being told, and compared to how they do it on the big screen, and we can really see how well the artists can do with the new with new technology and stuff. So
yeah. And do you prefer watching it on the movies and stuff, or what?
Yeah, I definitely enjoy all the Marvel stuff. All the DC stuff is, I mean, as much as I can get, but I feel like the I don't know, the personalness of like holding a comic in your hand and like really being able to zone everything out, and like how you interpret it, like everybody's different. So it's kind of cool to see like what the artist can do and how they can portray a really good story, like just on paper.
Oh yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And one more question or two more questions before we leave. What's your day in the life like? Well,
on a day I'm not working, I'll probably wake up around 9 or 10 or so, have some coffee, keep it mellow, watch some skate videos. I'll hit up our filmer and anyone else on the team or some local guys and try to go out and get some footage. Maybe get some food or something on the way. Pretty standard. Go hit the park and hit some street spots around here, and then kind of just skate as much as possible, and wind the day down mellow. pretty simple.
That's rad. And before we take off, is there anything you want to say to like any shout outs or anything you want to say to anybody? Yeah, I definitely want to shout out all the guys at Westside. John Montesi, he's the fucking man. Ryan Hodgson, Big Brute, he's our filmer, and he's definitely hooked it up for everything. Definitely want to thank Don Brown and Todd Millspaw at S. They've been nothing but helpful. They sponsored this the premiere that we had for Heat Stroke, so that was definitely a blessing. I got to give out some prizes and skate some obstacles out front of the bends before the premiere. Mm-hmm. So that was really good. I'll shout out Jordan at Cloud9 because he always hooks it up with papers and like CBD gummies and stuff, or like when I'm done skating. CBD gummies definitely work. And anyone who's really sore, trust me. Hell yeah, hell yeah. And then before we take off, where can people go buy the video? There's a website or DM or anything like that where they can get to the video?
westsideskateshop.com. We got links to buy the video on there. Or if you're local, just DM us at Westside Skate Shop on Instagram. Come by the shop, or just, hit me up. I'll point you in the right direction.
Hell yeah, Eric. Well, Eric, thanks so much for coming on, man. And you always, me when I lived there, and I watched you skate for so long, and I always got my eye on you, dude, and you kill it, dude. And anything you do, man, I'm so proud of you, brother.
I appreciate that, man. It's a blessing to still be around here in the scene. I've seen a lot of people come and go, but skateboarding is forever, man. Just don't stop. That's what I gotta tell anybody. If you ever feel like stopping, just go out and skate. Remember why you did in the first place.
That's 100% true. And hey, and keep that beard going, brother.
I will. Like you said, it always keeps you cool down here in Florida, man.
It does, brother. All right, Eric. Thanks for coming on the show, man. You killed it. Your video part. You guys go get the Westside video. Heat Stroke. You don't know where that? Go hit up Eric. Go hit up Westside. Go get it, because I'm gonna buy it, and I'm looking forward to watching this shit, dude. Because it's fucking gonna be insane, dude. All right, Eric. Peace.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
There's a new soap. Can you smell it? The dark side and the light. The Dr. Squatch Star Wars collection is here. With natural, nourishing ingredients and 4 galactic scents. There's a path and a bath for everyone. Oh, you smell like you slept inside a tauntaun. Take this. Are you a Jedi kind of guy? Lather up with Only Hope Soap. Feeling wise? Wisdom Wash is the way. Want to dabble with the dark side? Dark Side Scrub and Ruthless Rinse will seduce your senses and exfoliate your skin, making you feel
powerful.
Exfoliation. Amber. Mike? Charcoal. The dark side. Mike, snap out of it. You must find balance in the bundle.
Amber and charcoal? Oh, zest and woods.
Herbs and citrus. Cypress and oak. Oak, Mike, oak. It's so balanced.
Silence? I've chosen my path.
Listen, it's easy to give in the dark side scrub, but I think you should appreciate the galaxy of scents.
If you're not with me, you're my enemy.
You were my brother, Mike. Remember?
Concentrate.
That was a close one. Which path will you choose? Click the link to explore the Dr. Squatch Star Wars collection today. May the Force be with you.
Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing?
That commercial was amazing.
Makes you want to go out there to see what side you're going to be, the light side or the dark side.
Oh, yeah.
So how you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
buddy.
Yeah, it's pretty smoky here in Calgary. So it's a little hard to breathe, but we're good. We have some shows coming up, so that's exciting.
Hell yeah, dude. And then y'all have a fire going on or something out there or what?
Both provinces on either side of us, they get fires this time of the year, and all the smoke just comes over us. So,
oh, shit.
He's living in the zone where the wind ends up, so.
So you guys got to be outside with a fan and holding it up in the air and try to blow.
Yeah, right? Like, we're all, like, it's been such a heat wave lately, so I've got all these fans bringing outside, like, into my house, and I've just shut everything out, so it's just kind of, like, hot in the house, or else it could be cool and smoky. So it's kind of weird, a weird day today.
Yeah, it's rainy today, dude. So it's been, like I told Eric, it's been raining for the last 3 months here. So I feel like I'm living in Seattle right now.
That's wild, yeah.
Well, you guys ready to get into this?
Let's do it, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, some of the viewers and some of the people don't know. Tell us a little bit about Miesha and the Spanks, dude. Like, who are you guys?
So we're a garage rock band, 2-piece. I started it back in like 2008, just trying to have a band that was kind of all mine, and I could just keep booking tours and making records and doing everything I wanted without playing in a band with someone who can't just say yes to everything the way that I wanted to do it. So Spanks were kind of, I didn't have a band yet when I named the band, and we became a two-piece pretty quickly, and I just left it. That's the first question people always ask for, like, Spanks? Only one Spanks? It's like, wow, there's been lots of stuff over the years. So for 6 years ago, Sean joined, and he's the same as me, there's a mindset of like tour all the time, music is life kind of situation. So
I always like that there was a story that there was a third band. they didn't show up to recording, so then they
didn't show up to the first show. I had a bassist and drummer record the first 7-inch, and so I figured, okay, yeah, it'll be like a 3-piece band. And then the first show, he wasn't available, and me and the drummer decided we'll just do it anyway because we just want to get playing. And so that's how it became 2 because that was actually fun. This happened too.
That's awesome. And Sean, you play in other bands too, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I'm almost every day kind of music guy. So when we don't tour, I'm playing in a bunch of punk bands locally. I play in some. I got my own stuff. I love just playing everything. But then when it's time to start touring with Miesha, we hit it up, and it's so fun for us to tour because like we can be 2 people in like the London subway carrying all of our gear, and you don't have 5-6 foot tall dudes just taking up all this space.
Yeah, definitely is too. I mean, it's way more affordable to fly us across the country or fly us to Europe or something. It's a lot easier to schedule. And then we just kind of beef it up in the studio and break it down live, and I think it works pretty good. It's always the best if we're playing a show and someone came from the back of the bar and they didn't see us, and after the show is like, I thought you were like a 4-piece band. And I'm like, no, that's such a good compliment. Love when that happens.
And that's rad that you guys are a 2-piece band because I mean, only one other band I know that is a 2-piece is Matt and Kim, and then now I know you guys, and you guys are 2-piece, and that's pretty rad that you guys are 2-piece. I mean, because you gotta it's easier probably for you guys to focus on the beats and the lyrics and everything instead of having 4, 5, 6 people,
Yeah, the two sides of that coin are when we're good, we're really good. But if
and neither of us can have a bad
you
show.
Then half the band sounds like trash.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, it's easier to kind of keep everything together, and any of the music nerds out there, Miesha plays through 3 amps at once, so it does. Yeah. It sounds like we're. It's
the sound's been graduating up and up. First it was just 1 amp and my guitar, and then I had 2 guitar amps, and one was a little bassier, and then I switched one of those guitar amps to a bass amp and started playing with heavier drop D strings, and now I've got the bass amp and 2 guitar amps. It was I think that kind of happened over COVID. Some of the messing around with sounds for a while. I was why don't I just have 2 guitar amps?
Sitting around at home being I should put another whatever.
Yeah, during lockdown, added some gear. It works. It sounds. I mean, if we sounded full with 1 guitar and bass amp, that would.
And have you guys ever messed up before during a show?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there was
a big obvious one,
big bad one. If you
put those in the back of your head, right? Don't you?
Yeah, I think one time I fell off the back of the stage because the drums are at the back, and I think it was a small festival, so it's kind of a riser, a couple feet, and I scooched my chair back to get ready. I do this thing where I stand up and I go crazy, and I scooched the chair back, and I fell off. And I had to kind of it was before we started a song, so it didn't mess up the song, but people saw it.
You definitely learn how to roll through your mistakes when you've got no one they're backing you up. If I fuck up, there's no loud bass line to cover it, So if I hit the wrong switch on my pedal board or something, I got to play at least a bar of that to make it that was on purpose.
And do you guys ever if one messes up, you kind of pick up where that person messes up, or you just
you got to on purpose,
if
right?
Miesha falls out, I'll just drum solo time, baby. I'll take that moment, and definitely cover for each other. And then it's just funny to try and smile through the whole thing, and you're just train wreck,
and you're like this.
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
He just smiling, pointing. Yeah, okay. That's rad, dude. And so when y'all you guys have been working on a lot of new singles and you guys just dropped the album like what 2 months ago?
Singles EP.
Yes.
On April 16th. So it's actually
April 16th. That's what it was.
Time to release music because normally we'd have a tour accompanying it, right? So it's all been digital and radio and that sort of thing. So we started releasing singles really early. So in July, like our first single from this album came out 1 year ago last week, which seems kind of wild. We hadn't finished recording the EP yet when we released that single because that was like right after COVID hit. We didn't know what's going to happen. So like we got to get a song out there so that we've got something going on because we had a little bit of a break since our last album, which was in like March 2018. So we just kind of had this singles campaign where we just would drop a single, and before you know it, the whole A-side was out just before the album came out. So I don't think we have any more singles to drop, but we've got more music videos to kind of come out to fill up the space before we can do some live stuff again.
Yeah. And how has COVID affected you guys? Because I know a lot of places a lot of musicians can't perform, so a lot of them are doing like live stream and this and that. So how has it affected you guys?
We held off on that for a bit just because we're such a loud band. We need really good production quality to sound good on a live performance. Recorded like that, like it's just all static and shit. And so I haven't enjoyed watching any bands do that unless it was really high quality. And I haven't really enjoyed watching live streams in general, to be honest. Like, I like the live experience. I want to be next to my buds, sitting at the bar or up front, like, it's just not the same feeling when it's loud music, like rock music and punk and stuff. Like, you want to be there. You don't want to be sitting in front of your computer screen, And we held off on those a bit.
Yeah, there's a few that were good. Like, I saw some bands pull it off with the budget that you need to do that. Even like putting something together like this show, it's like, it looks great because everything is slick, but it takes time and energy. And there's just so many people that started doing acoustic guitars, just kind of like, anyway.
Yeah, I did some solo shows. I did electric because I thought the way that we're writing now, like I used to be able to shove a song onto the acoustic guitar because that's how I used to write, was starting at the acoustic, but the heavier that we're getting, it just sounds good. So I tried doing some solo electric guitar ones. Also kind of sound like one. It's like, here's a different way to look at it. But after I did like 2 or 3, I was like, it's not worth it. Like, it doesn't sound good, Yeah. Definitely the same thing. So we started doing our web series, Spanks World, to promote the EP, where we pre-recorded everything, and each episode had like us talking about recording and the song and us performing the song. And we just went through the whole EP doing it like that. And that worked really well. I felt like that was an okay way to hear about a song, watch it live, hear about a song, watch it live. Like that seemed okay. And we we hired like engineers to come in and help with the
and how'd you guys come up with Spank World? Like, I mean, that's pretty cool little name to have, dude. I like that.
That was like when we were filming, we're like, what are we calling this even? And it was kind of like a bunch of dumb ideas. And then I just said Spanks World, and it was like we couldn't unhear it.
You couldn't beat it. You know what I mean? Like, no serious idea was better than Spanks World.
Just like a little rip on Wayne's World.
Yeah. So
which is why our theme animation is like Wayne's World vibes.
Yeah. Those like nicknames, like you never get to pick your own nickname.
Yes.
One that you reject, that is the one that sticks. Like if somebody calls you Turkey and you're like, don't say that. You're always going to be Turkey. So Spank World kind of stuck that way.
And where can people watch Spank World?
I put it on everywhere, so it'd be easy. So it's like YouTube, Instagram TV, and Facebook video, all on our platforms. MN the Spanks is the handle for the Facebook and Instagram. I think Miesha the Spanks is on YouTube.
All right. And then Sean, a question to you: how long you been drumming, dude? Like how'd you get into drumming?
Oh yeah, you know what? It's maybe a funny transition because I started skateboarding, and then so I was skating with a bunch of people, and sort of where I was skating, you kind of had to either pick punk rock or rap, and you couldn't really do both. Maybe you could have some like Dead Prez, but like you kind of had to pick a lane. and I played punk rock. And sometimes we'd skip skating to kind of just like listen to records. And then I got in a fight. I really hurt this kid in the schoolyard, and they were going to suspend me. And then my music teacher, I don't know, she didn't know who I was, but she was like, "Oh, give me a week with Sean." I had detention, and she just locked me in a room of drums, and that's all I did for an hour every day after school. And I like, swear to God, I've never been in a fight when I started skating, and it just like brought peace to me, and it was my release. So I actually, I'm sort of in skate culture. Like I was just so pumped to be playing punk rock, and you can, you've been at those shows where you're like tiny little, like there's a mini ramp and the band's like in the corner, and like that scene was for me. So I guess I've been drumming like 20 years, but it was pretty amateur for a really long time, and then I've taken it seriously in the last decade here. So.
And then you met Miesha, and you're like, "Oh, I gotta step up my game now, right?"
Miesha didn't think I was a drummer.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I always knew him as a front guy, and then we were playing drums in this punk band, but it's like a really, really basic punk band. So I was like, oh, he's just playing drums for fun in this band because I know he's this front guy. And we were working together at this diner, and I needed a fill-in drummer for a Rockin' for Dollars, this event here in Calgary, and he's offered to help. And I was like, okay, I'll pick like the really easy ones, and we'll just like have a fun whatever set, because it's just a shit show night anyways. And then he showed up at band practice, and he learned the whole album and played it probably better than the drummer on the album. And I was like, oh, you're a real drummer? And I was like, perfect, this is going to work great.
And she's like, here's a contract, sign it. I'm not joking on the contract, but here, sign it.
Pretty much.
That's rad, dude.
The contract was shotgunning a couple beers, but it was, pretty easy.
That's rad, dude. And then you guys are about to have a song for us. Tell us about this song we're about to listen to. You guys about to jam out on.
Wanna Feel Good. So that was actually the very last song recorded for the singles EP album that we just released. And it was like written 2 days before we were going into our very last session in the studio. It's all just kind of about like pushing past this kind of writer blocks things, and I was kind of putting myself back in a place where I used to, like, when I was having a huge block of writing and stuff, I just go out, go out drinking, do some shows, see what random adventure happens, and like that would kind of kickstart some ideas. And I don't really do that anymore because I've got like toddler twins and don't live downtown, and I mean everything around it. But that's not my life anymore, and so it was kind of fun to bounce back there and think like that again. And so that's what that song's about. It's definitely got that kind of drivey energy to go with it. And I wrote it, and then on the drive up to the studio, me and Sean like listened to my demo and figured out some drums, and then we just did it like as is in the studio, and it turned out really great. And so this video is us performing live at a brewery here in Calgary, and it was that was the first live show I think that we had done in the lockdown. Like there was a really small studio audience, and like so rad to record it, and it was a really fun thing to be a part of.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, you guys ready to jam out?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Here we go. Check out Miesha and the Spanks.
Precious building.
You guys killed it. I loved it, man. That's the first, dude. You guys killed it. I loved it. Sorry, I know I just repeated myself, but I loved it, dude. And Sean, I loved you on the drums, dude. You're just like fucking going at it, dude.
It's it's so much fun, and you can see that I'm playing to definitely release some pent up energy there. So it's
it's nice how, like, being a 2-piece, like it's so important for the drummer to like fucking look like he's having a good time, and it's like that was a big like difference when Sean joined the band. It was like, oh good, like the live show is looking pumped.
Yeah, and you have a beautiful voice too, man. I mean, that's sick, dude. You guys like are good together, man. Like it's like, my opinion is you guys are like punk rock of Matt and Kim. You know what I mean?
Totally though. Totally. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, Matt and Kim.
But yeah, that's definitely good, man. And like, one of the things I want to ask you about is you did a video, or you filmed something in the snow. Tell me about that. How was that experience?
Video for I Want Fire. We wanted to kind of have like this fire and ice idea we wanted to pull off that turned into sort of a spooky, like demon possession haunting kind of video. But we filmed it at my stepdad's family cabin in the lower lake of Kananaskis, which is like in the Rocky Mountains here. And so the cabin's basically on the lake, and we wanted to have ourselves performing on the frozen lake in the winter. And when we got there, so the cabin is only heated by a wood stove, so you have to like fully warm it up before it's just frozen in there before you get in there. So we get there and it's already frozen inside, and we're like, let's just go film the lake stuff right now and have like my husband and Sean's girlfriend, we're getting the fire going inside, and we're on the lake, and there's like this cold breeze coming over the lake, and we're like just in jackets as long as we can to kind of get it going.
Yeah, because you still have to look cool. So we have our like cool outfit on, but then we have
not for that weather.
Super jackets, and then the production starts. But there's like a drone, so you can't, like, you have to be declothed for a long time. Like the shots are so wide that they can see if you just throw a jacket off, right? So
yeah, and the drone wouldn't even work in the cold.
Oh yeah.
And the audio, because like when you're making a music video, you're playing along to the track so everything syncs properly. So we had a little speaker, or like a little ghetto blaster for the audio, and then like the batteries froze. And so it wasn't working. So, and we're like cold, and we're like, we gotta do something now. So Sean's like, okay, headphones in. He's got it playing on his phone in his pocket, and I just gotta play along to Sean playing, and hope I'm like lip syncing the right spots.
It was so cold that we tried, tape wouldn't work. We tried to tape the drums to make them more quiet, but tape wouldn't stick. You would open the tape up and it would freeze. And I didn't know that tape didn't work in the cold, like the cold.
Yeah.
And you're frozen too. Your hands must have been frozen too, like frostbite and shit, dude, right?
We had, like, after every take, we did like be like warmed up from playing, be like, okay, yeah, we can do another take, and then as we're like waiting for everything to get started, you're just like clinching up again, like, oh my god, like one more take is it? And I think we ended up doing four or five takes. But by the end, like, I'm wearing, and I don't think you can even see my feet, so I shouldn't even be fucking wearing them, but like super thin boots with like pantyhose underneath, so my feet are just like full bricks of ice. I remember running up the hill to the cabin to try and warm up, and it was like I couldn't even tell if I was using my feet or not. Like they were like totally like frozen blocks. I haven't thought about that in a while. It was freezing.
Yeah, for anyone that wants to stereotype Canadians, like, I think we nailed it. Like,
you guys won't do it again, huh?
I mean, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, watch the video. It's sick.
But we'll be checking that out later on. But so do you guys got anything coming up, like any new events or anything? Because now Canada's open now, correct? With you guys?
Yeah, it's great. So we're playing a Rockin' for Dollars, which is a fun little event here in Calgary, kind of like a variety show. It really brings all the local bands together, and so we're doing that on Wednesday. So I'm really excited to see everybody we haven't seen in our scene for so long. And then our belated record release, which I guess will be like 4 months after the album came out, is going to be at a Ship and Anchor, which is a great local performance spot here in Calgary, in August. And then in September, we're going to Europe, unless something goes horribly wrong. We're really excited to play a bunch of festivals out there in like Estonia. We're going to be in the UK. We're going to be in Germany. We're going to be in Sweden to start. And yeah, it's really fun to like hit the ground running. And we haven't played in so long, and we're fucking going to Europe.
That's awesome, dude. And you also too, before we take off, is you guys had a song on a local, United States radio station, correct?
Yeah, we've been getting some love from 91X in San Diego. So thanks so much, Tim Pyle, for that. Like, that's been so rad. He's played a few of, I think he's played maybe all 4 of the singles on the A side of the record. Throughout the campaign. That's been just so rad. So Marauder Group is our team in the US, so big thanks to them for helping make that happen.
That's awesome. I mean, especially being on 901X. I mean, that's a huge radio station in San Diego and California, and
yeah,
stuff.
I didn't know it was so big because I don't know much about American radio and stuff. But when we were chatting on the podcast, you're like, "That's good." I was like, "Oh, sweet."
They're like this, yeah. That's awesome. And then one last question or one last thing. What can you want to say to the upcoming musicians? Singer, guitarist, drummer. What can you want to say to those guys?
I think like stick it out. Like that's the biggest thing, it can be really frustrating industry and it can be really challenging. And I think to just like keep always working at it and always working at your craft and, take the hits and roll with them. There's always something to learn from every experience. And we've been doing this for a long time, and sometimes it takes a long time for anything to happen. But if you truly love it, it's worth the wait.
I have a thing that I always tell younger people, and it's like, it's really simple because it's the only way that I've sort of gotten anywhere and had opportunities. And it's just be awesome, be really kind to each other, help people, lift people up. There's always somebody better than you, but you'll always get picked for opportunities that people like you and want to hang out with you and be good to each other. Like I think the positive people tend to win this game, and so be good.
Oh yeah, that's some good stuff to say to people. And one more thing, where can people find you guys? You have a website? Do you have where can they find your music, your Instagram? Where can people find you guys?
Mieshaandthespanks.net is our website. And then we're on everything, right? Like Instagram and Facebook and Twitter are all M and the Spanks. And we're on Spotify and Apple Music and all that kind of stuff. So just look for our band, Miesha and the Spanks. I don't think there's any other.
There's no other Miesha and the Spanks. No competition.
If they are, you better find them out who they are, right? Well, guys, hey, make sure you guys check out these guys, man, Miesha and the Spanks, man, because they definitely, I downloaded all their albums on Spotify, and it's in my little thing I call one of those days. Albums I put all my stuff in, and dude, I love you guys. You guys fucking jam out, man.
Thank you so much, man. Hopefully we can sometime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're planning to get back on the roads next season, 2022, and hopefully, we can get you guys out from Canada and come down to San Diego. You what?
Hopefully we're back on the road then too.
There you go. We all will. Fingers crossed, right? Well, thank you guys for coming on, and you guys killed it. And and I wish you guys the most wonderful luck in Europe. And hey, make sure you send me some Swedish chocolate too, man. Because all right, guys, thanks for coming on, man.
Having us.
Have a good one, man.
Later.
rat bastard. What the hell?
What up, Trent?
How's it going?
All right, there you go. I can hear you now.
Oh, I touched the mute. I don't know what happened there.
Dude, what about that Griffin part, dude? That was fucking insane, dude.
That was sick, dude. Yeah, I got to go skate now or something.
Hey, you just read my mind, dude. A parking garage I skate is like right up the road, right, and has a little flat curb and little ledges and stuff. I got my board in the car. I might have to. I don't know if I can like do the same tricks he does, but you know, I might get up on that, you know.
That's not for me, dude. I'm all about the pools or something. But yeah, hey, Lakai, that was rad. Hey, what's up with the sponsor? I'm just kidding. But, not really. But yeah, what's good, man?
Not much, brother. How you been, dude?
Just living life. I'm still sober, feeling good. I'm feeling stronger every day, and just staying positive.
Good. How many years have you been sober?
Dude, not even a year. It's probably almost 5 months.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah.
And so like, were you like, you know, to let the viewers know? I mean, were you like
I wasn't like I was a productive beer drinker. I just drank too much, and I decided to stop being half the man I was, and be the full Trent that I could be. So here I am.
All right, hell yeah. Well, yeah. It's awesome. And some of the viewers might know who you are, might not. Tell them a little bit about you.
My name's Trent Carroll. I love skateboarding. I consider myself a concrete surfer. I just like to pretend like I'm riding a wave and have fun. I ride for I just actually left Tragedy Skateboards, and I'm riding for Arbor Skateboards right now. Going trucks, Powerflex wheels, Socko, adult delinquent clothing, trying not to leave anyone out, Claire's, Recon Skate Shop, and Thin Air. So those are my sponsors, and I primarily skate out in San Diego.
Hell yeah, dude. And let's go back a little bit. So what got you into skateboarding?
Dude, I can't even remember. Maybe it's from the alcohol. Don't drink too much, kids. But I think probably my cousin, I would say. I could remember just starting on my knees and still in a skateboard, and just kneeboarding. And then I think it was just I started surfing and skating about the same time. So when I wasn't surfing, I was just pretending like I was surfing on a skateboard.
Hell yeah. And go back a little bit. You used to play football, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. No one knows about that much about. I was the jock that was a punk. I was like, I kind of stayed with the jock kind of ways because I was kind of mean at times. Excuse me, guys. If I go back to my 20-year reunion, don't kill me. But anyways, I played football, and I decided to stop skateboarding in high school, really, and surfing as much, to play football because I wanted to get free education. And things changed, growing up. And as I was 18, I decided that I wanted to be a professional musician and be a rock star. And now I'm a skateboarder and an artist. I don't know what I am, man.
You're just you, brother, right?
Yeah, it's cool.
And do you remember what board you used to have? Or your first board, actually?
My first board was a rhythm skateboard. I don't remember what model it was. I just remember I got it because it was a cool graphic. Mm-hmm. And there you go. Yeah, they're not even in business anymore, I don't think. But yeah, I had a rhythm board.
And was it like living in Oceanside?
It's the best and the worst at the same time. To just make a little joke about it, probably more like Hawaii, but really city-ish and not as nice. It's a faster, kind of a faster paradise, but dirty. Maybe a little nicer than Venice, but not much different. It's Oceanside.
Well, I remember, living in San Diego back in the 90s, you never went to Oceanside because it was like either you got the military or you got the hood. So, it was rough up there, man,
Yeah, there's not much has changed, but it is what it is. It's kind of cool. It keeps you on your toes. It makes you know you're alive. Suspenseful.
That's funny, dude. But I mean, being a jock and then going, being a musician, being a tattoo artist, but now you're a pro skater, and like, how's that make you feel? Like, going back to what you used to do to what you're doing now. Like, take us back to that.
I feel like I woke up from a dream, I guess. I don't know. I'm just I never stopped skateboarding. I've been tattooing on and off for about 13, 14 years. I was always drawing and painting for over a decade. It just kind of happened. I just got better at it. I just kept to it, like what Miesha and the Spanks were saying, just keep to your goal, stay positive. You may give up in one day, but you'll wake up the next day. If you really love it, you're going to keep going, man. And that's just how the true ones survive.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true. And you're into music. So how'd you get into music? Like, did you have your dad, your mom? I mean, how'd you get into music?
My dad taught me how the type of music that I'm playing now would be from my dad, but I started playing violin in 4th grade. Then I went to trumpet for a couple of years, and I was pretty good at that. And then I just wanted to be a rock star, dude. And I went from playing bass in a professional band around in San Diego called Functuation, and then we broke up and basically went solo, just playing acoustic, being a songwriter and playing acoustic. Yeah.
That's rad. And then, so your dad influenced you. Like, what kind of music did your dad play?
My dad was primarily, I would say, he played like 80s rock, like he was like that black greasy. He was a black rock band, dude. It was kind of funky, but not. And then he but he was inspired by funk music. So I was listening to Parliament, Funkadelic, Motown, just like old school stuff. And then, for my grandparents as well. I was always listening to just old classic music.
That's awesome.
Any music with soul, yeah.
And what's your top 5 music that inspired you? Or top bands, sorry. I got you on that one.
Oh, you got me stuck. I don't have one. I've studied many. But one that I have to say that I would want to be more like would be the man Jimi Hendrix.
Yes. Hey, to Jimmy, dude.
Always, man.
To Jimmy,
I want to play with that mofo up in heaven. No disrespect. Just want to if I could hang.
Definitely, man. And, like, doing all that music and skateboarding, and now you're doing tattoos. So, you're doing, like, a whole, like, because all that goes together. You know what I mean?
I believe so. It's all skateboarding is art, I believe, because you're creating style and you can do whatever trick you want. It's expression, and then tattooing, you got to be an artist, so that's expression as well. The same thing with music. So I think it's if you so what I was saying earlier was I feel like I built up my expressionalism. I'm just making stuff up, but basically as an artist as a whole, it helped me grow in all departments.
That's awesome. And where do you mostly skating when you go in the Oceanside, when you go out stretch that?
Probably Prince. It's right next to my house, so they're usually my training ground if I don't want to go anywhere too far. Gas is expensive out here in California, so I'm not trying to drive too far. And I used to be a delivery driver for like 6 years. So driving is something that I wish not to do ever again.
especially in Cali, man.
Yeah, people are crazy.
And some of the viewers don't know, and some might know, but tell them a little bit about Prince Park. Like, what is Prince Park?
Okay, well, everyone should know about Prince Park. It's one of those parks that I've seen from tourists all around the world. Amateurs or just skate fanatics come to and have the biggest smile on their faces when they arrive and even when they leave, because it's one of those parks where you might see any professional. You might see a girl roller skater that's 5 years old to a little kid skating that's 1 that just started to walk, and everyone's helping out. And it's this community of I think it's one of the greatest parks of acceptance and peace. We try to keep it that way. I mean, it's not always that way, but and also a lot of pros come around here because San Diego's becoming like, or if it already wasn't, like one of the capitals of skateboarding, and it's everyone comes through. It's an advanced park. Just to let people know, if you're coming in there, just watch out. There's a lot of people coming in. It's fast. There's big 11-foot deep end. So it's not a place to just start to skate at.
Yeah,
that's for sure. So yeah, I wouldn't start there if anything.
And what's your to go run at Prince Park?
To go
or do you have one?
I don't really have maybe like saying like from Eric, like my warm-ups kind of like for vert or for like the 11-foot deep end, I would just do like slashes, carves, and maybe front side airs. And once I do a couple of those, I'm loose and I'm ready to just do whatever comes to mind.
Hell yeah, dude. And dude, you hit the 11 foots at first, dude? That's insane.
I'm better at the bigger stuff than the small. I don't know what happened to me. My mind just, I don't know, man. I'm crazy. Yeah.
And so when you first got sponsored and stuff, what was it like?
It felt like I won $1 million. I don't know. I guess it was life-changing because to me, it's like every time you get a sponsor, or I don't know, someone even says like cheers for you. It's like you get this, I feel like it's like a badge of honor or something, and you feel empowered and you're like, yes, someone likes me. So it actually gives you this mental, confidence. Then you actually get better. Most people do. It can do the opposite and put too much pressure on you and you crack. But that means it wasn't for you, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And how did the whole Arbor skateboards got on? Because I know before you rode for another brand, and then Arbor came on.
This one was a funny one. It just happened by coincidence. I was just talking. Arbor new manager is one of my old managers from Sector 9, and a good friend of mine. I always loved the guy. He's a great guy. The day I actually quit Tragedy, the Arbor team, the manager and some of the Arbor team came, and I was just talking to him about my situation, and he kind of just hinted about there's always Arbor or something like that. And after skating with the guys for 30 minutes or so, I felt like a good team. And I just asked, closed mouths don't get fed. Another way if you kids want to do this, don't be afraid to ask, because that's what happened to me for Arbor.
Yeah. And you did that, and that's what happened all through your whole career of skateboarding, right?
Basically, yeah. I mean, a couple sponsors came to me, but it's not, kids have to understand, it's not the 90s anymore or 80s where you send in sponsor tapes and they reply back or they don't, and you're sponsored anymore, or teams are going everywhere to skate parks, and the team manager might be there and be like, dude, here you go, here's a board or something. Yeah. It's all internet mostly these days, and there's too many people, it's all flooded. They don't even know who you are unless sometimes you ask and show them. It doesn't hurt to ask. It's like with anything in life. Even if it's a girl, dude, go up there and what are they gonna say? Fuck off. Dude, okay, you're hurt for a second and walk away, boys. It's all good in the hood.
That's true, man. All they're gonna say is no or say fuck off.
Yeah, man. It's like, dude, everyone has to get over their fears.
Yeah, no, 100%, man. And you got something. You play good acoustic, so you got something.
Oh, yeah. I'll play a little song, man.
Yeah, go ahead, dude.
I haven't played this one ever. Like, I haven't. This is okay. This is something I'm gonna suck at. All right. Something. No. All right. I just need your company. I need your company. Baby, can't you see? I just need your company. So baby, won't you sit next to me? I just need your company. I need your company. Baby, can't you see? I just need your company. So baby, won't you sit next to me? All right, come on. I didn't know what I was doing right there. I was just freestyling.
Hey,
I was like,
that was sick, brother.
Lord, man. Jimmy's gonna kill me.
Oh, that was fucking sick, dude.
But yeah, that's just, I haven't even that's just a song I run up the hook. I haven't even recorded that yet, but maybe I should.
You should, dude. That was good, man. I liked it, brother, man. Hey,
I appreciate it.
Hey, you got a lot of talent, man. Like, I mean, I see your artwork in the back, and you know, you do tattoos and stuff, man. Like, how'd you get into the tattoos?
Wasn't my old sponsor. No, one of my friends that started tattooing me, left his machine there. I just picked it up. Didn't even ask him. Tried to put it together. I didn't put it together right, but somehow I got it to run. And I tattooed myself. And then he came back and he was like, "What? You tattooed yourself?" I thought he was gonna yell at me, and he looked at it and he's like, told me I did everything wrong, but the tattoo came out well. And that's when I knew I wasn't bad. I set it up with the shading needle. But but it doesn't really matter because it's kind of the traditional way to do like traditional tattoos. You could do it with the fat and shading needle and hit it once, clean, fat, clean line and get it done. So I kind of learned how to do it traditional without knowing.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. And like, I mean, I'm so proud of you, dude. Like, you're doing such a good job. I mean, I see your clips on Instagram. Like, you're doing like like the one where you like telling people what trick you're doing and stuff like that. I mean, that's awesome, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah. I'm always just trying to create something. Like, if I feel like skateboarding's so young, I'm like, well, there's all these tricks, but you could either invent something entirely new, or you could add on to them. And I like to always kind of add, I guess, onto a trick, like a combo in a way, or doing it a little more stylish, make it harder, I guess. I don't know. It gets too easy after a while.
No, you're killing it, dude. Definitely. And do you have anything coming up for you? Like music-wise, tattoos, or skateboarding, or anything?
Yeah, I'm supposed to have a tattoo. I'm supposed to do it at 12, but he pushed it back, which is good because I'm kind of running late. So he pushed it back to later today. So I'm gonna go skate. But I'm showing a couple of these artworks on the 24th. In Oceanside. I'm gonna post the exact location. But it's going to be an art show and a music show. And it's for, I believe it's just for autism. I don't know, what do you call it? Whatever, I'm losing the train of thought. But don't mark me on that. But anyways, the 24th at around 6 o'clock, I think it starts. So I'll be showing art and I'll be also playing music. And then that same day, I'm also judging a youth skate contest at Prince Park in Oceanside. It's officially called Alex Road Skate Park. So if you guys, any of you kids, it's 18 and under, want to show up and compete, or if you just want to come chill, eat some tacos, we're gonna have.
Are you the same taco guy?
There's a taco place that's gonna be giving free tacos out.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. Free tacos, free giveaways. So come and support, or come compete. That's on the same day, the 24th. this Saturday coming up. Also that our show's that night, but the contest starts at 11 o'clock at Prince Park. If any of you kids want to compete, I'm going to be the judge. Andy Roy is going to be the host, and then Sean Ross and Dennis Martinez are also going to be the judges as well.
Okay.
So I had to put all that mouthful in real quick because I know the time's running out. I think I did good. I think I got it all covered.
You sure, man? You sure?
Cool,
No,
man.
you did good, dude. No, you did
All
good,
right.
man. And then where can people find your stuff at, like your sponsors and you know?
Check out all my sponsors are tagged and stuff on my Instagram, which is my last name's first. It's Carroll Trent. It's spelled, my last name is spelled with a double R and a double L. So like a car that rolls, Carroll Trent, Trent.
It's not like Mike Carroll, right?
Yeah. It's just like it's just like all the other Carrolls. Yeah, Mike Carroll was the first that did it, and I'm just trying to be the Trent Carroll. We're not related. We're not related. You know.
People asked you or what?
No, I'm kidding. So Mike, what's up? Long lost brother of mine. Well, actually, my brother is named Mike.
Oh, shit.
I really have a brother named Mike. This is my real brother, Mike. We are related. But Mike Carroll, the pro skater. What's up? But we ain't related. There you go. I'm done. Oh, my God.
Hell yeah.
I can't be doing this live shit, man.
Hey, you're doing a good job, man.
At least it's keeping it entertaining.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, Trent, thank you so much for coming on the show, man. I always, every time I go to Prince Park and watch you skate, dude. And if you guys ever go to Prince Park during no events and see this Trent skate, dude, he kills it, dude.
Dude, all the O-siders kill it. And I got to especially shout out to the O-side skate locals. Yeah, boys.
Hell yeah, and definitely kill it, man. And I'm proud of you, dude. Like your music, your art, skateboarding, everything's sick, dude. I'm so stoked for you, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And one last thing, do you have anything you want to say to the upcoming skaters or musicians or artists, tattoo artists or anything?
Stay rad and don't give up, man. And I'm being real. Just like everyone, like the band said, it's all the truth. You might not make it tomorrow. You might not make it in months or 5 years. It might take 20. You might be 90 years old on your deathbed, but I guarantee you will finally succeed.
Hell yeah, brother. That's sick.
Hell yeah. All right, guys.
Cool. Well, thanks for coming on, Trent. You killed it. Your skating's killed it. Everything what you're doing, I'm so proud of you, like I said. And you know what, man? I'll see you in November, man. We'll definitely go straight out there.
Sick.
Well, hell yeah. It's a wrap for TSM Live Show, Season 4, Episode 7. I'm your host, Tommie Zam. I wanted to say thanks to all our sponsors for making Season 4 possible. Thanks to our guests for coming on True Skateboard Mag Live Show. Tune in next month for Episode 7. So sit back, grab a brew, smoke a blunt, because we're about to jam out with Miesha and the Spanks. Yeah!
Get so dark, deeper we go. Time no